There's no doubt about it. 2022 has been a challenging year, with rising energy prices, foreign wars, political instability, and the fallout of the pandemic still ringing in our ears. You'd be forgiven for thinking it was time to knuckle down, batten down the hatches, and try to ride out the storm. But the most difficult times can sometimes provide the best and most rewarding opportunities. Many new businesses have grown and thrived in challenging times, and now is no different. So stay tuned for our top 5 reasons why we believe that 2023 is going to be a great year to start a new business. Number 1, increase your income. There is no doubt that costs all around us are rising and we're feeling the squeeze, right? Has anyone else gone round their house unscrewing light bulbs we think we can do without? We're in a time when costs seem to be rising quicker than our incomes, which makes this the perfect time to start up a new business and earn an extra income. It doesn't matter whether you're already employed or have an existing business. You can set up a new business to supplement your existing income. What's your business going to do? Well, that's a topic we'll go into more deeply in another video, but for now, let me give you a basic approach you can take. Ask yourself, what am I good at? What skills do I have? What do I know well? What do I love doing? What am I passionate about in my life? Make a list of your answers to these questions. Don't think about the how at this stage, how you might turn this into a business. Just focus on the what to get as many ideas as possible. It's quantity that matters here. Once you've done that, look through your list and ask yourself, is this something that other people might want to buy? As you start to consider this, it should narrow down your list. If you're unsure, you can do some internet research at this stage, see what other businesses are doing in these areas, to understand how viable they might be for you. Once you've found your best ideas, then it's time to start considering the how. How are you going to turn this idea into a business? Depending on your idea, it doesn't have to be expensive to start a new business. Especially if you're selling a service, your cost may be fairly minimal. If you take a few of your ideas and very broadly outline the how, you should start feeling attracted to one idea more than any other. It'll be the idea that seems the most viable, the one that you can or already do feel passionate about. That's the one to strongly consider. Number 2, it's easier than ever to sell to a large market. As the internet continues to mature and innovate, it becomes easier than ever to reach a much larger market than was traditionally available. If you're selling handmade goods, you're no longer limited to car boot sales and market stalls. Why not try Etsy, an online marketplace for handcrafted items? If you're selling a service or want to sell bespoke goods, why not consider Fiverr, an online marketplace where you can find just about anyone to do anything for you, but only within reason and the law. If you're wanting to promote your new business, there are so many ways you can do it now through social media that you'd be mad not to grasp the opportunities it offers. Whether it's posting about your business on Facebook or LinkedIn, creating Instagram posts of the goods you are making, posting videos to TikTok and YouTube, and many more. The possibilities to promote your business are endless and also relatively cheap. Most of the time, promoting your business via social media only costs you time and not money. Number 3, difficult times change markets. It's a fact that difficult times often mean a shake-up in the markets, and you will see long-established players sadly go out of business. Many large businesses failed during the 2008 financial crisis and during the 2020 pandemic, and in most cases the core reason they failed was because they weren't able to adapt quickly enough to the changing circumstances in the market. The larger the business, the harder it is to change at short notice. But that doesn't mean that only large businesses are affected by difficult times. Far from it. Small businesses can and do fail too. And the core reason is the same. The business was not able to adapt to the changing circumstances fast enough to survive. It is a sad thing to see these businesses go, not least because of the impact on the people that were dependent on that business for their livelihood. But for every exit in a market, there is an opportunity for someone else to come along and replace them, doing something new or in a different way that can overcome the challenges that those leaving the marketplace were unable to. Difficult times present opportunities that more stable times don't, when markets are more easily saturated by suppliers. Finding those gaps that appear and filling them with something better represents a strong business opportunity for 2023. Number 4, buyers are looking for alternatives. Whether you're selling to individuals or to businesses, difficult times mean that people become much more sensitive to the price they pay and the value they receive, and are out there looking for alternatives. The fact that more people are considering their purchases more carefully means that more people are likely to find your new business and consider buying from you, if you can offer them what they are looking for. Whilst it is true that buyers are going to be considering price much more during difficult times, everyone is trying to save money, but what they're really considering though is value. When someone says, "I'm not going to pay that much for that," there are 2 ways you could frame this. The traditional way would be to frame it through the lens of the price. It's too expensive, and so you need to drop the price if you're going to sell it. But another method would be to frame that phrase through the lens of value. That is, they are actually saying, "I don't think there is enough value to me to justify that price." So, even though buyers are shopping around more and more for better prices, they are also shopping around for better value. Usually just competing on price alone is a surefire way for your business to fail. It's much better to consider how you can add more value to your buyers without significantly increasing your costs. What else can you provide to your buyer as part of the package that you are selling which provides them more value without needing to increase the price? How can you increase the value so that instead of them saying, "I'm not going to pay that much for that," they are saying, "That seems worth the price to me, I'll buy that." However, if you kept hearing, "That's a bargain, I'll take it," you might want to increase your prices a bit. In 2023, you can take advantage of a very active buyer market by offering good prices and good value. Before we move on to our 5th reason, can I ask you to give us a like below if you're enjoying the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified when we release a new video. Number 5, if not 2023, then when? Finally, if you're not yet convinced that 2023 is going to be a great year to start a new business, then let me ask you, when are you going to start? You may already have an idea that you've been musing over for some time, just looking for the right moment to do something about it, but for whatever reason you've not started it yet. There are so many budding entrepreneurs out there that never leave the starting blocks and remain an entrepreneur in their imaginations only. They have a great idea, but they hesitate and delay. They procrastinate. They get consumed by the what ifs. What if I fail? What if nobody wants to buy it? And their great idea simply becomes a fantasy, an idle dream. They continue to go through life, working the daily grind, day in, day out, dreaming their dream until the what ifs start to change. Instead of what if I fail, it starts to become what if I'd have done it differently? What if I had started that business? Could my life have been better? Could I have been happier? And maybe when that shift happens, there is still time for them to grasp at that dream and turn it into a reality. And maybe there isn't. Maybe that dream stops being a dream and becomes a regret. Instead of telling their grandchildren, "When I was younger, I had this dream for a new business and I grabbed it with both hands and made something out of it," they find themselves saying, "I had a dream of a new business once, I wish I'd done something about it. I wonder if it would have worked. I guess I'll never know. Dreaming is easy. Doing something about it can be hard, but with so many factors in your favour in 2023, can you really afford to keep on dreaming? Don't let your dream turn into a regret. We're excited to see what 2023 brings. The foundations are there for it to be a very successful year for those that can grasp it, and I hope that this video has given you the inspiration and the confidence to take that step and be one of the successes of 2023. Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes just one thing is all it takes. See you on the next one.